this green around here. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna be no lifetime white
Kim?
belt. I ain't gonna be no lifetime white belt, bro. I'm going in there to go crazy.
I had to soothe y'all minds. I'm like, yeah, she's the best. I'm like, nigga, she been doing that shit for 12 years. She better be cold. Shit.
She is cold, though.
Right.
You
She
got
coldest white
heavy.
belt ever.
She heavy with it.
We live?
Yep.
All right, guys. Welcome to the 22nd episode of the High Vibe Guys. It's going to be a good episode. I can already feel a good energy.
That's a powerful number, too, man. That's a master number.
Yeah.
22.
Master builder, magical vision.
Yeah.
All right, well, all that.
Notice how Paramount Pictures, they got
whoa.
the 22 stars coming around the mountain.
Yeah.
You see that? Magical vision. That's Kabbalah. That's what he talking about.
Hold up. Master builder,
Yeah.
magical vision.
Yeah.
We got a master builder.
Facts. With the magical. Come on, man.
I'm gonna go sit out in the car for this episode. I don't even want to be a part of this.
Hey.
All right.
Yeah, that's
So-
too powerful.
22nd episode, you got your boy Booze. You got Asa and Akil chomping at the bit to get with our guests.
Gang.
We're gonna bring it. We skipped over Asa's long ass intro to go straight into our guest.
We'll put that in the description of the show.
That will be the description.
Let's get to this interview.
So if you guys joined us for maybe our sixth episode, maybe seventh or something like that.
Can
It
we
was
co-introduce him?
after-
Can we all get a turn?
Yeah,
'Cause
well,
you
yeah.
Really,
It was
you really
after the
doing
sixth.
something right now. You selfish.
First 6 episodes
Yeah.
was just us. So
Seven.
it had to be 7.
7. So we can all
No, it was 8 because Ryder was 7.
was Ryder. Oh yeah, because they came the
He
same day. I
came
think.
in after Ryder. Yep.
So 8th episode.
Factories.
We were speaking with this. We've all known Raphael Wright, writer of Make the Hood Great, for a while now. But he was speaking about some developments with his grocery store, the neighborhood grocery store. So how do you want to do it? If you all want to do part of the intro, that's my
Bruh,
piece.
come on, man.
I mean,
King Akhenaten, a.k.a. Pharaoh.
fashion pioneer, community builder.
Yesterday I saw this fool on the boat talking about he the captain.
Is he
Captain
the
of the
captain?
boat.
No cap, bro.
He
Come on, man.
was looking real
Hey.
fly in that on that boat.
Capitan.
Yeah.
Culture mover.
Doing
Culture-
it before people catch on, the
Yeah.
avant-garde,
It's-
superhero.
What's the word?
doing the dirty work that we need done in our community.
You said
Facts.
you
It
you're
ain't
trying to change
glamorous.
the
Paradigm.
the paradigm, changing the
Yeah.
paradigm here.
What our brother is doing is not glamorous. It's dirty work. It's hard work. You gotta be dedicated to this. You gotta hit the pavement for real. You can't do it sitting on your couch doing Instagram like, hey, can y'all donate to this? I know y'all don't really know me for real, but I just need like 100 racks to start my vision. No, you gotta get out there and get to it. You gotta be feet to the pavement, man.
And what
Facts.
what he's trying to do, or if I'm wrong, correct me. Part what you're trying to do, brother, is also to bring some prestige to these types of endeavors. You know what I mean? I
Take
think
that T out, because bro doing it.
take that T out because we don't say try. But the whole edutainment piece, you know what I mean, is somewhat along those lines of trying to bring more attention and popularize these types of movements that Raphael Wright is starting inside of the Detroit. So we'll let him speak for himself, but we got Raphael Wright of the Neighborhood Grocery Store on the show today, guys. Let's give this clap it up for my mans right here. Woo! And won't you come in and just bring us some updates and what's going on with the Neighborhood Grocery Store, the farm plots, the edutainment, all that, man. Let us know what's going on with you, bro.
Man, I don't even know where to start. So we're in the building.
In the building.
We in the building. We just started demo work, so that's been fun and interesting. It's like my vision has just gotten more. It's just gotten more grandeur and wider as every little piece of.
But it was already cosmic.
It already
Come on,
was,
bro.
but when you start seeing the wall come apart, when you start seeing the old shelving get broke down, and you see the garbage dumpster and all that stuff going in there, now you just see a wide open building. It's different, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like
sir.
that, it's different. It ain't the same no more. It was always big and it was always cool, but now we seeing the blocks being moved, so now we got to move some more blocks, and it's getting exciting again. You know, that pandemic has been playing on all of us. So, you know, my light has been a little dim, but now that light is shining again, man. And
You in here beaming, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, but in addition to the building, you know what I'm saying, I started buying land really for myself like years ago. And I didn't quite understand the land ownership as it ties to food production, as it ties to grocery store. We talked about it in the last episode, but I ain't really put it all together. I'm like, damn, I got land.
Mm-hmm.
I need this. That's a curveball, underhand pitch or something to what we already doing. We in a pandemic, and it's like we see what's happening in grocery stores. They empty. The food system is trash, and it got exposed. We need our own food supply now. So now, in addition to the store, we got a garden as well. And I've been buying plots of land on that same little strip. If I complete what I really want to do there, that'll be 3/4 of a whole city block that the store company will be owning.
Oh.
So it's bigger than just opening up a store now. This is life or death, number one, because we need food, but this ownership that we talk about, land control and all that other stuff, now is in our face. You know what I'm saying? It's really in our face. So I done started the foundation of putting, you know what I'm saying, the garden beds together. I got some greenhouses. I got all that other stuff. But, again, I be asking people, I really need y'all to think about and look at the bigger picture like we finna own a whole city block if we pull this off.
And
Yes, sir.
that's like a self-contained ecosystem. You know what I mean? Like you're moving towards something that perpetuates itself, and we need that, bro. Like we need to be able to take care of ourselves from beginning to end. And which I see you doing it, man.
Yeah, and I keep saying we because this is not my nothing. This is our, and we will have a whole city block, and it's all in close proximity. It's 5 minutes from the store. So we really building this ecosystem from a small geographic area, and then it kind of just spread. No pun intended. It would spread like a virus. But it would just really take on that energy. Would just grab everybody that's outside of that energy, pull them in, and they'll see like, oh yeah, we got to do that. Like Indian Village started this way, and those other communities started this way, and now we got some black folks doing it. We'll have our own neighborhood, and that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope. And then we got the edutainment that you was talking about. I don't know. I think you should probably. I mean, you probably already been teasing it, but
I ain't said nothing. I've been keeping it safe.
Oh, can we
shut
talk
up on it?
Can we talk about that?
I ain't got nothing to say on it. Then
We can. I just
Oh,
add
okay,
up to
well,
this point.
I'm as excited getting all these screenshots. Like what? Oh,
Hey, man.
God,
you get
what?
excited, so I get them in the middle of the night sometime or just randomly, right? Because I was just putting it together. But when I tell you, like, and I'm not an author. I'm not a writer. I put out some books. You know what I'm saying? Like
3 books.
I don't have
That's cold.
I don't have
And
the
essential.
books.
But I don't have
set
the
him up in praise. Real
3
quick.
books.
Y'all want to have a praise contest? Booze.
But this the thing
You
though.
gonna
I don't
do
have the
that?
love.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't have love for writing. But when I get that screenshot, when I get them pictures, bro, it's I go to a whole nother level when Asa send me them excerpts, bro. I'm like, this book that we working on, this is gonna be change. It's really gonna be a change agent for all of this health stuff we talking about. Like, I think it really embodies what everybody has been talking about for decades, from Dr. Sebi to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to all of these different folks talking about food or talking about exercise or talking about self-defense or talking about sex or talking about all these different things. I see it in this book that, I don't know, I just get chills, bro. But me and Asa been working on the book together, and
Yes, sir.
the title Make the Hood Healthy Again. And I don't know, man. I'm more excited about this than probably anything in this whole umbrella project, bro.
Can you? Damn. Do you know how powerful that is?
Right.
If you more excited about that shit,
I am. I swear to God, I am. I'm more excited about this process than all of the dirty work that's been described. Like,
You didn't say that. You done read the excerpts, bro.
yeah.
Jesus, man.
But I'm just saying, like, I done known Rafa for about 4 years now. You know what I mean? And to see all the work you didn't put in from then to now to know that this is taking precedent.
because this is fun. You know, the other shit ain't fun.
Yeah.
This is fun. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
like, and granted, you know, we don't have the resources that other, you know, people have had before us because we don't have a touring opportunity now because of COVID. Everything's closed. So traveling and kind of working this book is gonna be not the same, but because everybody is sitting down, they need to be sitting down anyway. Like, y'all need to sit down for this one. This ain't gonna be something that you need to be on the stage and you need to be. No, y'all need to be sitting down. Y'all need to sit down and really grasp what's being given to y'all. So the timing couldn't be more perfect. And that's why I'm pumped about it, because this is fun and this is dope. It's dope. It's been a real roller coaster. I've been looking at it like I can look at my phone for hours just looking at what he done sent me. I'm like, dog, this shit about to be crazy.
This fool
teamwork,
make,
bro.
This fool make a subject like quantum physics look like you know, easily digestible type of information, man.
And
The way he breaks stuff down.
That's the appeal. That's really the appeal. That's what it is for me, because it's already in us, you know, according to what he's been sending. It's already in us, but you need something to prick it out. And it's being pricked out just with those words. I'm like, the culture is going to appreciate this. It's going to age so well. 15, 20 years from now, it's going to age. This is going to age so beautifully.
Yep.
And I just really see the other end of it. And that's probably why I'm more excited about it. I see the other end of what this is going to become and what opportunities is going to spring of this. Like, it's really going to be big. It's going to be big.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be big.
So, Asa, why hasn't it taken you so long to write a freaking book, huh?
You said, why is it taking so long?
Yeah, man.
For one,
Hey,
I just got my time opened up. I just became, you know, a free man.
Time out. Did you just ask why is it taking so long to write a book?
I'm saying, if you
Like
know,
somebody just
hold
rolled up the bed.
on. It's just like when I tell Asa.
I'm gonna knock out 36.
It's just like when I told Asa, why are you not recording everything you do and say? How many times I tell you, yo, record, go live with the Solar Power Sunday.
That's a little different than writing a damn book.
My point is
That's
that
he's
he
speaking life into me though.
I'm saying I feel like
feel it,
Asa
though.
has
I
been on
feel
this
it.
path for a long time. And one thing I do want to say is extremely beautiful about this is black men seeing the God in each other and really the greatness in each other, and then uplifting each other, man, because this is really how we move each other forward, man.
Yep.
And High Vibe guys, all three of us, we praise each other all the time, man. And Rafa, he was saying earlier about, you know, like having a praise off of just like showing you love. Dog, do you know how fucking dope you are on some real shit, man?
How old are you, first of all?
I'm 31.
God damn.
Now listen, it's a lot of 31-year-old cats right now at the crib in their fourth season of 2K20.
Going crazy.
Going ham right now, bro,
Going
talking to their
crazy.
boy. Man, you ain't shit, nigga.
Right.
What? So when did you get the bug for this, man? Like, you still super young.
Probably about 24, 25. And I'm asked this all the time, and I'm always telling the truth on it. I don't know when, and I don't know if there was an event. I don't know if I had an experience. I just don't know. I know I woke up and I wasn't feeling the same. So my action just kind of, my direction was different. But I knew my vision had just changed from what I was doing to what I wanted to do, and then it was on at that point. You know what I'm saying? Around 2014 or whatever, that's when I started to feel different and started moving different. That's when I started writing my first book. That's when I started kind of conceptualizing what this next career was for me, because I was already an entrepreneur, but I wasn't on the social end. So I started conceptualizing that around about 2014. It was around the time I was fresh out of college, and like I said, I don't remember what happened. I just woke up like, yep, this is what I woke up like I was already doing it. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't remember any event or nothing. It was just like, yep, this is what I'm doing. Like I was already halfway done with my book, didn't even realize it. Like it was, I don't know, it was just it's a very weird situation for me. But it's a good one.
You sound like you activated, bro. A lot of people
Yeah.
dormant. They potential, they sitting around, they think you activated.
Yeah, but I just don't. And that maybe it's gonna come to me when I'm older or something. But I just don't remember an event that sparked it. I just remember I looked down and I had all of this shit in front of me. Like, damn, I got this book. I had my first little clothing line. So I had all this stuff kind of already there, and I just don't remember when it started. You know what I mean?
Just taking action.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Let's just do this.
Let's just do it.
That's powerful. Just taking action. That's something I just recently learned. I'm 41. I just recently learned, like, just do it.
Yes,
Stop
sir.
overthinking. Just get into it.
Creating your own barriers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That mind is powerful, man.
I would say, like, out of all the people I ever learned of, like, not just like met in person, but like the people I know about, like TV history, you gotta be like top 10, one of the most inspirational people, bro. I'm talking about history books, Malcolm X, all that. You up there?
That's
for
saying
sure.
a lot because Asa know everybody.
Bruh.
He do.
Yo, but this is
That's
all
facts,
coming
though.
back to you. You personifying and all that stuff we be reading about. Oh my God, that book was great, and we could do this, and you're doing it in real space and time, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's mind blowing.
Yeah, I see where he's coming from as far as like you being an aspiring dude on a different level, bro. Because when I met you initially, I would say that because you came straight from the shop, you came straight from the auto shop, and I remember thinking like, man, he don't understand how difficult this is to do what he's saying, what he wants to do. And then, like, when we met last time, I was like, oh, this motherfucker about to do what he said he wanted to do. And, like, but it's like, it's like, that's the type of thing where you reflect on whether or not, have you been committed? Have you been dedicated? Are you as in tune with your goals and who you are as a person? Because I recognized the mountain that you was climbing when I met you initially. And I remember just thinking, too, because he said, I came from my own shop. And I was thinking, like, this motherfucker owned an auto shop, too? What am I doing with my damn life,
3K
man?
auto?
Yep, 3K. But the thing, you see, a lot of it is because I'm just not. I'm just not afraid of a lot of shit. Like, I mean, I think we all have things like. I'm afraid of like deep water. Like I can't swim.
Yeah.
So
I
don't
got
like.
you, bro.
I don't like.
Come on,
I don't
man.
like like being on that boat. I was kind of shaking and shit. Like shit. But
I'm still the
like,
captain though.
but out of all the things you could be afraid of, like my list is short. So this shit right here, I'm just not. And I think that's the difference between the men and the boys or the guys. It's just like I'm not giving up on it because it's done already. You know what I'm saying? It's already done. You know, I just got to do a little bit of work, stay in alignment with the vision, with fate, and this is going to happen. So I'm just not afraid. And that's the difference between things that, take a long time and eventually happen or just never happening at all or happening too quick and then fizzling out. Because people move it with fear or just other intentions. And I'm moving in divinity, and I'm just moving with no fear. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like as days go by, those difficulties, it's kind of like the questions are answered on them. Because we already know the answer somewhat for some reason. We just got to do the shit. We just got to do it and, deal with the pain, deal with the issues. I think Nipsey said it best. Like, he had every emotion getting to where he just never gave up. And that's really me. Like, we gonna deal with the disappointments, the defeats, and all that. That just come with the territory. Just keep doing it, and it's gonna work. Shit gonna work. Man. I hate it to be that simple, y'all. But it ain't nothing romantic to it. I just don't quit.
Shit, life is only as complicated as you make it, man.
Yeah.
Shit, and then saying all that shit, we just gave you that huge breakdown of the man. Been in college, started multiple businesses, and on top of this is a father, a dedicated father, extremely dedicated.
Sis be tripping.
How old is your baby, man?
She too.
One of the most entertaining Instagram stories.
Bro, what? I be cracking up.
Sis be tripping. Sis be tripping.
She got a segment every day on this man's
Man, multiple ones,
the
bro.
The stories never end. Every day is a whole new adventure. Cause she just wake up on a different. She wake up in a different bag every day. It's like, all right, Monday I'm gonna do this. It's like It's like she been here before or something, man. It's like she wake up like I'm doing this today. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna do like sis be tripping.
Bro, she sound like her dad's daughter. That's what she sound like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe. Sis be tripping, but that's my best friend, my broke best friend. Yeah, man, we going to the garden later. You know what I mean? She messed the garden up, man. She
blessed it up. That's the underlay for the overplay.
You know what?
Bro.
You're right. Because you know what happened? I did some bartering yesterday, and I think I wouldn't have been able to do that if she didn't do what she did. I gave her the bag of broccoli seeds, but I gave her the seed. And I'm like, okay, I poke my finger in the dirt. I'm like, all right, put the seed in the dirt. She looking at the seed. She looking at the bag. She like,
Yep.
poured it all out. Just poured all of it out. It's probably about 500 seeds. So, we just had to Yeah, but that's sis for you. You know what I mean? But but we at the garden every day. We embracing the sun. We getting charged up. So that's another motivating factor for me is actually having like my little one, you know, with me on the journey. She go to business meetings with me. She at the store with me. You know what I mean? She trying to help move counters and stuff. She only 30 pounds. Can't really move nothing, but, you know, just kind of having her there, that's just a whole nother form of motivation because it's like she's seeing it without really knowing she's seeing it. Mm-hmm. So she probably gonna have the experience I had. Like, I don't know when it activated for me, but I just started doing it. Yeah, because Daddy had you there when you was 2.
Shit, I was just talking about in the last episode, like the next generation and how they gonna have like superpowers. Your daughter's gonna have superpowers, dog.
She already got them.
You know,
she already got them.
Facts, bro.
You know, she hanging around her dad, who's developing a grocery store with multiple books inside Detroit, opening the farm, writing a book, saving lives, doing co-authoring a book with Asa Bay. Man, just imagine all that being trickled down to her, matriculating into who she is and her spirit and her soul and her person and how powerful she's going to be in about 15 and probably 5 years. You ever see the kids? Yeah. The 7-year-old that got $1 million and they teaching you how to flip your money? Mm-hmm. That's your baby girl.
Yeah, I hope she look out for me when she's a kid. You know what I'm saying? Buy me some shoes or something.
Right. Shit, give me a job. What's your daughter's name?
Royal,
hire me in the future.
Facts.
I'm loving the way y'all naming y'all children.
Yeah.
I said I love the way y'all naming y'all children.
Hey, man, it's in the stars.
I was on the phone with a client the other day. He was like, honesty, put that over there. I'm like, bro, this is mind-blowing. Yeah, Royal, Honesty, Luna, after the moon. Come on, man.
It's in the time, man.
I'm gonna throw it all off and name my daughter Mercedes. Come on, Bentley, get your ass over here.
Materialism, sit down.
Always one.
Come on, bro.
Stop beating your brother with the Gucci belt.
It's always one.
It's always one.
Yo, so let me ask you this. Starting off so young, what advice would you give to the 19-year-old, the 20-year-old aspiring to jump in one of those lanes? You got like multiple lanes that you in.
Don't get caught up in this worldly shit. Just really stay grounded in yourself. Like, your first love needs to be yourself, not the byproduct of the stuff that's gonna come. You know what I mean? Like, when you get that money in your hands, what's the best thing to do with it? And I think everybody in the world is gonna say, I'm gonna buy this, and this. And yeah, buy stuff, but you need to buy your survival. You need to buy your health. You know what I'm saying? And you need to buy your community. You know what I mean? So, and all that stuff is gonna always be there. All the belts and clothes and cars, that stuff, it never leaves. But your health might leave. You know what I mean? Your community might not be there. That support that you need might not be there. So you need to be making those social and health investments first. Stay away from that other shit. It's gonna always be there. Like, you know, we do it for the wrong reason, especially when we're young, because we impressionable too. So we just kind of following what we see. So like, I think our movements and the things that we talk about, like, that's where the edutainment come in again, because it's cool. Like, we showing it's cool to even just care about your health. Like, you know, it's cool to get some sleep. It's cool to read. It's cool, like, all of that's cool. You know, you want to get women, do cool stuff. You want to, you know what I'm saying, make sure that you stay out of trouble, do this type of stuff. Like, I want them to stay away from all the materialism and all that, and just really just focus on, you know, loving themselves and then making them those social investments in their people. You know what I mean? I wish I would have done it a lot earlier. I would be further ahead today.
And I like your mentality when it comes to approaching things like that. You said in your interview with Malik, like, do the cool shit, but then do the shit over here too. Like, you got to do it all in order for people to kind of stay on board with you. And like, I feel like, you know, like, you see you as a captain on the boat, you know what I mean? When you got your fly striped shirt on, and then you also talk about your diabetes, right, on a regular basis. Like, you a very open, honest dude, and you try to really, because like our community has so many secrets, so many things that we kind of bury, and mask and don't really speak about. And that's why earlier we were talking about like deception, or you saying something along the lines of like, I can't remember what then I brought up IG.
The word was too big.
Lots of words were too big in that last.
Michael Eric Dyson taught me matriculate.
He taught me like 7 words. He taught me like 7 words. But you brought up something that was like basically a facade that people show, right? And I brought up IG as an example because it ain't nothing but a facade for a lot of people. And I feel like your IG page is not a facade. It's not. It's genuinely who you are through and through, the good and the bad, the ups and the downs. You know what I mean? Like you got a well-rounded, and I'm hoping that that's what edutainment becomes. You know what I mean? Is that it's not a facade. It's the good and the bad, but it's also cool and it's also practical. Is what you need to move through life and change our community. And that's, I mean, like, it's an exciting. The way you move, man, is just exciting, bro. You know, and we're gonna continue to praise you when you step in this room. Anybody who comes on the show, you're gonna get praised the fuck up. You know what I mean? Know that, because we do nothing but show love. If you in this room with me, Asa, Akil, Dave, if he decide not to walk out, then you here for a reason, because you impacting the community, because you are, I should say, go ahead, and because they're what? I feel like you can. Oh, I'll put you on the spot again. My bad.
Right. Like I'm supposed to read your mind. What I was gonna say is we just went over these top 5 books, and listening to his interview, bro, is better than half the books I done read. It take you some days or a week or whatever to read a book. This fool in here for 30 minutes already blowing my mind, bro.
Yeah, but I gotta go back to Bulls, man. Like the deception. Like, I don't know if y'all paid attention to like the expose of 2020 has done a lot. And one of the things it did was it showed people trying to be perfect, and that's just not cool no more. It used to be cool, you know what I'm saying, where you just never showed a bad day, like your haircut always cut every picture, you know what I mean, or you only saw the wins and never the losses. I lost that ability in 2017. I didn't have no choice, because it's like, what if something go bad in my project? What am I gonna do? Like, do I lie about it? No, I can't. Like, something go bad, I gotta be honest. And I got to come forth with it. But then that just bled into my life, because that's just who I am anyway. It's like, I need y'all to see that. Like, in 2020, I started off with primitive technology. And we still be sending videos of that. But I started, when I say my social media engagement went so high just off of watching 2 Vietnamese guys build a house out of, just primitive tools. I had people glued to their phone at 3 a.m. in the morning. Like, my stories went from maybe like 1,000 views to probably about 4,000 or 5,000 views, just off something stupid. But that was just, again, I read the room early. I'm like, we all fucked up right now. Like, we really at home and can't leave the house. The last thing I need to be posting is buy my book, or no, man, I gotta edutain a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I have to do something else, you know what I'm saying? And then I was still grieving in my own world, so I had to keep myself entertained while I was grieving, but I also knew other people was grieving as well. So, that's how that's how edutainment's gonna be. We have to read the room every day. Like, if you are a God on this planet, which we all are, but if you're activated, you got to know when to turn that corner. Like, I became a little comedian a little bit for a couple of months. You know, I mean, sis already been a comedian, but I'm a little funny now. But that's just because I got to show a new angle. Again, I'm a leader, and I want people to understand that I'm a leader, but I'm human too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also, don't have me fucked up either. You know what I'm saying? Like, take me serious, but also understand that we can also have fun. Yeah. Understand that we also could crack jokes on each other, and we're family. Like, and that's what it really boils down to. We need to restore the village. So,
facts.
Using social media as a village tool is something that I really found to be helpful. And that's going to be the edutainment angle as well. It's not just, oh, yeah, I'm better than you because I know how to do something. No, I'm going to show you, hey, I woke up and my blood sugar was kind of high. You know what I'm saying? Which I do all the time. Like, I show it when I'm on the winning streak. Like, shit, I woke up 2 weeks straight and it was good, and I messed up one day, woke up, it was high as hell.
You got bitter melon at home?
I don't.
Let's get some bitter melon in them cabinets.
Man, let's get it. I've been following a lot of stuff because you sent me some stuff long ago. Just started implementing it, and I went on a tear. And I'm back on that tear now. I'm back on I want to say like a 10-day winning streak, less insulin intake, but that level been so stable. It's been so smooth, so it's been more holistic, and that's one of my missions now, is to do away with all this medicine to manage my diabetes and eventually get rid of it. That's one of my living wishes. We're going to get rid of this disease.
I'm so glad you believe in how much power you got, bro.
We're going to get rid of this disease.
People think they stuck with that forever. Like,
we're going to get rid of that.
You got it. You could get rid of it.
And that's a disease that plagues the community too, man.
Facts.
We're going to get rid of that.
Man, and so one thing as we speak about leader, man, me and Nikhil had a conversation about leaderships, and like he was saying how you don't need a leader. I still don't. I agree with you on that, but we do need leaders though. And to me, when I look at you, man, I always gonna say that you're creating a new mold of what a leader is. I think that disconnects the past when I say it like that. So I want to say you're the evolution of what leadership is moving into in the future. You know what I mean? Because I want to bring my ancestors and the people who came before. So I want to say that we're evolving, but definitely, man, just like the energy and your mindset, man, and the transparency. Because you look at somebody like Martin Luther King, man, a part of his issue was the lack of transparency. You know what I mean? So when things come out later on, man, they're held against them. You know what I mean? And I think right now what you're doing is making it so one less thing to be held against you in the future for when you reach that new plateau, because I think you're going to keep evolving. But when you reach that new plateau, it's nothing to be really held against you because you're being open and honest at times when a lot of us can't do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And a lot of that shit comes back to bite you in the ass later on, man.
What? I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just saying, like, transparency is, to me, like the new spiritual currency, bro.
Right.
Like,
you ain't never lied.
It's a lot of big time IG movers and shakers or whatever that's being like called out for the lifestyle that they are presenting. It's a guy I was reading about last night named Dan Bilzerian. He's got like 32 million followers or something like that.
What do he do?
He's a social maker that, these people that their tag is like, I'm a party
social influencer.
Yeah, like I'm a partier, I'm a mover, I'm a shaker.
Okay.
They don't really have like a title of what they do. Well, he was just using different credit cards from different he has multiple businesses, so he was using like the credit cards from those businesses to fund his personal life. But now you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta atone for that. It's coming back now. So it's one guy on YouTube that literally, that's all he does is find people that's been lying about their stature and call them out. Does like a nice little 30-minute. I was watching last night, like, this dude got tons of followers. He got like over 2 million YouTube subscribers. So yeah, I mean, transparency is the new bag, man, the new spiritual bag, man.
Yeah, and showing, I think 2020 is also showing people how to follow. Like, it's showing leaders and like myself, like I do like that I'm one of the more evolved leaders taking a new form of leadership, being transparent, but it's also showing people how to follow too. It's like, one, we can't really put that much stock in people that we don't know, that we can't really touch or feel like that. So like, I just want to stay local. Not that I don't care about having a global impact or whatever, but my impact need to be where the people that I see and deal with every day. My project is going to affect Detroit and the neighborhoods in Detroit, not in other states and cities. They can't see me. They can't see this project. It's like buying a house in another state and you ain't never seen it. And people do that a lot here in Detroit. They speculate all the time. And when they get here, they bust out crying like, damn, I thought I was buying a house. I bought a vacant lot. So I need my impact to be where the people can actually see. I can get called out so quick. You can pull up on me. Or, you can see the paperwork or whatever the case may be. I think we try to go so big, so quick outside of, again, the geographic area or that proximity. I want to stay here the longest. Like, I want to be here because this is where my impact is. I'm not moving no time. So I don't think I ever move from Detroit. So I need my impact to be here. I need it to be with people that can touch my arm, give me a handshake, give me a hug. They can pull up on me where the addresses that I say, you can come and see and prove. That's where it needs to be at, but they get so big because, I mean, it's not 32 million people in Michigan or Detroit. So where's this guy's followers at? They all over the world. They don't know this guy. They don't know him. So everything that they invest in, they just investing into something. They don't even know what the hell going on. It's bad investing.
Man, this reminds me. I was having a conversation with some friends about the protests, and they were saying there's gonna be a revolution behind it, and I felt differently, and it wound up being like a lot of energy exchange. And they were like, but you're not out there protesting. And I said, shit, I don't know the people who leading the protest. I was like, who am I out there running behind? I said, man, shit, the people who I know who impacted the community, they at the crib waiting for Corona to be over, you know what I mean? And trying to worry about their neighbors and the children in their community and uplifting their people. And I ain't dissing the protesters as much as to say that, like, yeah, I want the people who one, I will follow somebody because I can be I'm not a follower, but I definitely can't lead every charge. And it's different places in life where you got to kind of let somebody else lead. But then two, the people who I'm gonna be following, I'm gonna be damn sure straight and know that they about their business and they are genuine and they say who they are.
Aces in their places.
Yes.
Shout out to Bryce again.
Yes, and one of the only protests I went to led by Bryce, right? Because I know he's legitimately about the community. I know he's gonna be here after all the cameras go away, after all the attention and all that goes away, the media attention. Bryce is gonna be in that neighborhood still doing that same work, man. And I'm the people who I want to follow in different aspects, man.
Yes, sir.
Muchos gracias.
So how far do you think the opening of the store is?
I'm thinking the spring. So right now, we've been having difficulty. I say the building owners and myself, we've been having difficulties getting contractor bids because like the Gilberts and Illages, they done exhausted all of the construction. So the smaller projects, they getting we having some trouble on that end. But we just pretty much cleaned out the whole building. We trying to accept bids kind of in phases now. So the roof will probably be last or something like that. We just kind of figuring out what that looks like, but we just trying to get placed to where we can get the bids the quickest. We think we can get a good deal because, again, we got COVID and a lot of stuff going on, but we just got to get somebody to come bid. But everybody working on Illich projects or Gilbert projects or something like that.
There are no Illich projects going on. Let's be
Well,
real.
not I mean, the big guys, right? You got the big dogs. They done kind of took all the crews. So yeah, because it's a roofer in that neighborhood like that has a legitimate company that does subcontract work for the Illages or the Gilberts, and they like, man, I'm tapped to at least.
That's all over the place.
Yeah, it's all over the place. So we just trying to find somebody that can get kind of get some stuff going for us, even if it's in phases. But we thinking in the spring we'll be able to open up the store. But that's where the garden come in at, because we can do some other freaky stuff and get some work out here in these streets before that.
Yeah.
So that's what we working on that. But yeah, that's gonna be a part of edutainment. That's why I love this crowd invested model, because you're not just giving money. Y'all gonna have a seat at the table to see like this is why these projects happen the way that they do. Because it's not that we not ready. Now the world ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? Like our contracting bids ain't being accepted and things like that. So, but no, we think we can get, because it's not a lot of space that needs a lot of work. The building is in not bad shape at all. So we just need some TLC in that thing. We need a roof. But we thinking in the spring we'll be ready, but hopefully before that.
Oh.
Indeed. People use the phrase, and they say the ancestors in control and throw it around, loosely, and just be, throw it around like slang nowadays. But I think that's genuinely the case right now, bro. Just be patient, divine timing. The universe behind you, bro. For sure.
Yeah, the pivot is all divine. Like, I think that, again, I don't want to use the word, this is a blessing. We lost a lot of people this year to this virus, things like that. But the food system itself got exposed. And we see how messed up and how inefficient, and it just need reform. We also see how when you don't control shit, this is like, what happens if the shit really hit the fan? What do black people do? And we not just talking about a war, because we got protesters and the white folks come try to burn. I ain't worried about all that. What happens when the lights turn out? How do we survive? And everybody with the Gucci belts and the cars and the chains and all that stuff, they will be the first on the food chain to get ate. And that's a lot of us. So this time has shown so much, and it makes our fight that much more worthwhile, because it's like we really got to change the culture in this community, because if this shit really hit the fan, we're done. Like we're done. Like we don't know how to grow food. We don't know how to do anything. Now all of that's making sense. So now the stuff that I was saying 3 years ago, now everybody like,
You know what? He was right.
He wasn't a little bit right. He was a lot of bit right. Like,
Hey,
Yeah.
if you was around
90 degrees.
if you was around in 2004 when the lights went out for real, that was panic time.
3.
And that was
Baba
that was
Kalende had
2003?
his, Baba Kalende had them lights on though.
That happened. Well, yeah, because he a little forward thinking.
Yeah, so we can't. So
But that
we
was like what, 3 days? that it lasted,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
people was losing their minds.
Yes, sir.
Just imagine.
Oh, and it
if-
was hot.
Yeah.
And it was humid.
What?
And there was
People were
no
losing their
wind. It was
minds.
ugly.
Nah, I was a kid, so I was having fun, but my parents was going through it.
Mm-hmm.
They was going through it.
It took.
We
We
threw out
actually
so
talked
much
about that on
food.
our show a couple weeks ago because it was the anniversary. I think it was like the first week of August that happened.
Yep.
And yeah, because I had just gone through a divorce. My townhouse was 2 miles from the office, and I was like, "Hey, I'm close." They're all saying the roadways are screwed up and all that stuff. So like probably 10 people came back to my place. It took us like 2.5 hours to go 2 miles. Because nobody knew how to handle a 4-way stop.
Yep.
Nobody knew how to handle the lights are out. Nobody knew how to I mean, it was just, yeah. And then just spent the weekend basically grilling everything in my fridge and freezer.
My
was a shit show.
my parents left me and my brother. They had to go all the way to Ohio to get just food. You know what I'm saying? They left us there, and I'm like, that was the worst idea ever. Like we was tripping. But it took them. That's an hour drive to get to my sisters in Ohio. That hour drive turns about 9 hours.
Yep.
It took the whole day, and we didn't know. We was kids, but. Yeah, that was that. This imagine us as adults in that time, and then we just went through that for a couple of months of just not knowing what the hell was gonna be on the other side of the man. We really have to pull it together, and that's where the new battle is. That's why I love the pivot plan, and it's not a blessing in disguise, but I think that it woke everybody up, and I like being in a place where more people are woke. Like we woke. More of us are woke, and more of us been moving together on this. So I love it.
This sister told me the other day, I said 2020, I feel bad saying it because it wasn't the worst year ever for me. You know what I mean? Like, it really wasn't. And she said, no, don't feel bad because you've been preparing yourself. You know what I mean? And she said, you know, like, if you've been preparing yourself for blessings, when they come, you know what I mean? And however it happens, it happens. And I feel like a lot of people in this realm of things who've been trying to train their mind and their body and their community was just in the position to be blessed, to have things move forward. And, like, there have been some tragedies that happened this year for sure to me, as far as people I've lost too, or we've lost. But I still, I do feel as if things playing out the way they did with the pandemic definitely awoke people, man. And I agree, man. It put us in a position to move things forward. Sometimes you need tragedy to happen in order to fucking see things more clearly. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what's going on with a lot of our community. I said what T was on here before. Tempera.
Yeah. Just say T.
Damn. I want to get it down, man. I want to get that shit down. Tempera.
Tempera.
But I like
temporary.
when temporary. But I like the fact that, like, she does Black to the Land, and then that causes like that are being pushed to the forefront now. You know what I mean? Because now everybody's outdoors. Now everybody's in the kayak. Now everybody's going fishing. Now everybody's trying to do all these things that that we should have been doing a long time ago. Because when you sit in the house and you play, your 16th season of 2K, at some point you be like, damn, I think I might miss outdoors. You know what I mean? But it's just cool to see that this is your time. This is all your time. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful that the time has came, and I'm able to see you guys rise up as well as you, Asa, and you, Akil. I'm grateful to be in the presence of watching you guys rise and ascend in our community to change things, man. I'm grateful to be a part of this moment. You know what I mean? Because this is a good moment in history to be a part of. Because there's been a lot of them that have been shitty.
Man,
You know?
Yeah, there's power in the room for sure.
Factory, as Booze likes to say.
Right.
Oh wow, do I really like to say that?
Factory.
Favorite emoji with the smoke coming out.
Factory.
Oh my god,
Man,
I got one of my exes gave me like a emojis book. You know what I mean? Like, so I could speak emojis. She was quite a bit younger than me. All that, I'm gonna give that shit to you for your birthday. Because if you send me that stupid ass factory thing one more again,
I'm about to do. I'm gonna use that factory and just confuse everybody in my phone feed. Like, what the hell you keep sending me this,
Bro.
oh god,
I'm like, I don't know. They just gonna stop texting me. It's gonna be fine.
Bro, replace facts with factory. Booze hates that shit.
oh yeah, it's the lamest fucking play on words a motherfucker could possibly come up with. Factory, get out of here.
Like Snoop Dogg, like Factizzle or something.
Yeah.
hey, E40.
Ignorant.
That's the slang.
Yeah.
Slang. He need to come out with a dictionary.
I think he got one.
He got one?
I think he got something
I
along
need to
them
cop
lines. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to
Okay.
get that too if you do.
I think he got something along them
Yeah.
lines.
I want to get with E40 because I want to start
Whizzle?
my own line of rum. It's like, we all doing liquor now. I want to start my own rum line. I thought about this other
Detroit,
times.
Detroit is like his second home. He got a crib here, I want to say.
Oh, what?
Oakland and Detroit are real close. That's like a
Yeah, I can see that.
sister
I can see that, man.
cities.
Chicago, all this.
Be
with black people
careful
in
with distilling.
it. Oh, really?
It's yeah.
You sound like you're speaking from experience, Dave.
Yeah. No, once upon a time we owned a brewery, and when we started to branch into
shit.
distilling, that's a whole, like, especially, I mean, at least if you're going to do it proper, that's a whole layer of federal crap that you have to, I mean, you've got to get, there's a deep, ugly background check. I mean, your fingerprints got to go on file 9 different places. It's a burdensome process. I mean, walk into any of the places like DCD or Eastern, talk to anybody. In fact, talk to several before you decide to go down that route, because it's not easy, and it's painful if you do it right.
I'm doing it out of my basement for the first 2 years, so it's like, you know, I'm gonna be a bootleg.
and for self purposes, you can. I mean, that's one of those things. Like, that's one of the little loopholes. Like, you can get I think it's called a maker license, like not truly distilling, and, like, you know, because you're doing it for like friends and family, that kind of stuff. Once you start taking that next step up, oof.
I'm bringing Hooch back, baby.
you
You
for
heard it.
They call you in the office like,
Booze,
hey,
booze.
Mr. Booze, you coming to the office? Like, why you putting them gloves on, man? How deep is this probe about to be?
Wildin'.
Well, I think anything else you want to touch on, man? The book, edutainment, the grocery store,
The books.
the books. Excuse me, you can put an S on that.
3 books.
Oh, yeah, we doing series, too. This is number
What's
one.
so give me all your IGs. Let's do that. Start with that.
Pharaoh _Rafa. That's Instagram and Twitter.
FAI
RO
Yep.
underscore.
Yeah, I spelled it with some ebonics a little bit.
FAIRO.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Instagram and Twitter. Neighborhood Grocery as well on Instagram. Make the Hood Great Again on Instagram. Urban Health Channel on Instagram as well. The Urban Health Channel, again, that's all tying into like all the stuff that Asa and I are doing. Like, that's really finna be next level, bro. Like, we've seen enough World Star. We've seen enough media take out. I still invest in that stuff at times, so it's funny as entertainment. But this is about to be the new entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting their life together, and you being able to smile at the end of the episode because of the success story, or seeing that building be built or stuff like that. That's about to be the future, because we done seen the worst of the worst, and I think we just kind of tired of it.
Facts.
So this is finna be the new wave, and it's starting with Make the Hood Healthy again. Like again, I can't wait till we just hit the ground on this thing, and this shit about to get so crazy, and I'm learning along the way as well. That's probably why it's so fun, is that I'm not just a part of the project. I'm actually learning, because a lot of shit he send me, I don't know that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning it as he's sending it to me, and it's like
encyclopedia fucking with us.
yeah, man. But once you implement it, it's like now you a part of the testimony too. Like, and I think my forward probably gonna change probably about another 8 times.
It's going to change the game.
It's like, yo, like, as he's sending me this information, I'm actually applying it, and I'm actually becoming a different person. So I'm an instant testimony, and I just so happily got like 8,000 followers, so it helps. You know what I'm saying? But man, that's pretty much it, man. We are working, and I just want to shut up and get to it. You know what I mean? So yep, that's what it's on, man.
Gang,
Saturday,
gang,
2:30?
gang.
Saturday, 1:30.
1:30.
Yeah, Saturday we gonna
I
be.
did get that email.
Yeah. We gonna be at the Garden, just doing some little stuff. But I just wanted a few people that have been invested in the project to just see the land. You know what I'm saying? See the land and put their feet on the dirt, and just to give some ideas on what they want to put there, and let's figure out how we're gonna get the rest of them lots. But I really want everybody to see the vision. So eventually I'll just do this. I'm gonna try to do this once a week and just get a different 3 or 4 people that has invested to come out and just check it out. We're gonna do some walkthroughs through the store, socially distanced, whatever. I'm trying to figure that out so that it's safe for everybody. But y'all need to see that land. Y'all need to see the vision that I see every time because it's 5 steps away from my auto shop. I can walk, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to, water the plants and all that. I can just walk there, but every time I walk by, I'm seeing the vision like, we finna get this whole block. We finna get this. I'm not thinking we gonna get. No, we finna get this.
Yes, sir.
We finna get this. The table is shaking, and we can get this. So we finna do that. So Saturday, 1:30, we gonna be at the Garden. We gonna take a few pictures, all that. So y'all be on the lookout for that too.
Yes, sir.
Gang,
I felt your solar plexus jumping all the way over
bro.
here, bro.
I'm
Literally.
there the first day that joint open, bro.
Yes, sir. People is
$1,000 in
geeked
my
about
pocket.
this too, bro.
Yeah,
Give me 7 watermelons.
Facts.
It's finna be. It's finna be over, man. Like the excuses, we don't really got none no more.
Does anybody know that poem? While we on the radio? I don't know it by heart, but it's something like excuses are the tools of incompetence used by men that turn them into nothings.
Yeah, excuses are tools of incompetence that use to build bridges to nowhere. People who use them are monuments of nothingness or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those that use them are something seldom used, something.
Just let Rafa do it.
Yeah,
just let
yeah,
Rafa
yeah. Let me
Long
do
story
that.
short, I think we've gotten rid of the excuses, bro. Like, we have a lot playing against us as a people, of course. Racism is still there, and systematic racism is still there. But
And self-hate.
and so but there's a lot of we just don't have no excuses no more to do the minimum. We can at least buy the block back. We can at least work together. We can at least control our food supply. We can at least do some of this stuff. And that's what path I'm on is let's get rid of the excuses. Let's approach what we can, take on what we can, fix what we can. When those buildings fall, we can go get the rubble. And right now a lot of those buildings are falling and we can go get that.
Boy.
We can go get that.
Inspiration.com.
Yeah, man.
If perseverance and inspiration was a person, that would look like my dog Rafa
Alright.
for sure.
Another killer
Modern
episode.
day Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Another killer
Per
episode.
Ock.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap up that 22nd episode of the High Vibe Guys with our special guest, Pharaoh Raphael Wright of the Neighborhood Grocery Store. Man, excellent episode again, man. Always
As
appreciate having you on the
expected.
show. As expected. Like, we've been talking about getting
Y'all
you back.
bring it out though.
Man.
It's the energy for me.
Yeah, man.
And our little personal telegrams, it's been like a good month and a half, maybe 2.
Oh, my God. Can we
Is
get
Rafa
Rafa on
coming?
it, bro?
Is he coming back? Is he coming back?
Yeah, I was supposed to came some weeks ago, but we did our first building walkthrough, and it ran over. So I kind of was expecting it to, but I kind of didn't. That's why I was saying, like, let's leave it open. It might run over. But then it started so late, it definitely ran over. So
It's
We
cool.
just saying
Boo's
you
probably-
got that juice, bro. You got
Yeah,
that
it's cool.
impact on people.
Boo's probably talked through the whole episode that you wasn't there anyway.
I'm in.
Episode 20 is what he's talking about. We
talking
got
ass.
rave reviews on it.
Talking ass Boo's.
See?
Yeah, so
People
I
was
didn't
trying
talk
to
through all
take
the
naps
episodes is what you're trying to
and
say.
put them to sleep.
Talking ass Boo's.
Talking ass bulls.
All right, man. That's it,
Oh,
right?
so yeah, so we all were our Make the Hood Healthy Again.
I got a custom right here. You ain't got.
Uh,
I'll show you later on.
Why'd you say Whole
Crack
Foods
was
Market?
roasting them earlier.
We on the team.
was begging.
Oh man.
I know Boo's got one. It just don't fit his omic ass head.
Yeah, and on top of that too, it's like I didn't know we were wearing uniforms today. Like
Hey.
nobody told me to break out
Hey,
my special hat.
You didn't get
Every
the
day,
memo,
baby.
man.
I can
Every
wear
day.
it. I do wear it backwards. I just wear it open like that. It looks kind of cool. It looks
It
kind of
does.
what? Oh well.
It does not look cool.
My head's so big, this the only way it fit.
Oh well.
Well,
Welcome
see,
to my
it's
world.
hoodie season now, man. So we gonna be putting these hats up soon. Everybody
boy.
gonna be hoodied up.
And then
So
just
I
cop
got-
to make the hood great.
Yeah,
We
man,
need
I
the
got
Scullies.
I got a care and Scullies too. So I got care packages for y'all coming in a few days. We gonna get. I need y'all sizes and all that so we can get it together.
Medium.
We got to get Dave one too, man. We told Dave like the next time you come on the show, we literally all gonna have on make the hood great
We're going to be matching.
I
matching,
can't wait.
and we
Yes,
all
sir.
wearing black Air Force Ones.
Nah, I don't know about that
I was
one.
gonna say that's the crackhead edition.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I'll talk to the
This
sneaker
work.
box guys tonight. I'll get a pair.
Yeah,
Get it.
you'll be wearing them by yourself, Dave. I'm not wearing the crackhead sevens.
Everybody can't afford a
Most
pair of
definitely.
Yeezys like my man's over here, all right?
It
I
was
seen
a
that when
blessing.
I seen that when I walked in. I'm like, okay.
Man, this was a blessing and an exchange for my goods.
Blessings. Fourth pair.
Come on,
All right,
All right, for real.
that's it.
All right, guys, peace.
Peace.
Peace. Y'all want to bow at the same time?